Hello and good evening. My name is John, and we're here playing Sakura Succubus as part of my Steam cleaning series. Where every game in my Steam library eventually, then arbitrarily rate and or review them after a wee bit of playtime. Join me on this journey, will you? There are 6 games in the series. I have the first 3. Hopefully I'll never end up with the other 3. This is part of the Sakura series, which I'll make the bold prediction is some down on luck protagonist or disinterested protagonist is somehow cursed to have a succubus live in with them and be all spexy or something. Sure, why not? This could have been in 30 different other games. This scene, I don't think this scene is unique here. Oh, that's loud. Oh, I got an achievement already. All right, everyone, are you having a good time? No, I am not. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Ah, yay. Hearing that makes me super happy. Thank you for your continued support from the bottom of my heart. Star. Why would you put a heart emoji there? I don't know. That seems like an easy miss. This concert hall is really amazing. Isn't it? I can't believe I was invited to perform in such an incredible venue. Fan number 1. It's what you deserve, Ayu Ayu. We love you, Ayu Ayu. We'll always support you. Ayu, Ayu, Ayu. Wow, you all sound so passionate. I'm touched that you care so much about little old me. Ehehe. You know, when I first started out, I was just an underground idol. Why are you telling me this? Shouldn't you be singing? I don't have many fans. Performing a big stage is nothing more than an impossible dream. I'm allergic. I used to cover anime songs on the streets. How does that work? I worked hard to memorize the lyrics and dance steps, but I was just a novice. I messed up a lot. I never thought I'd come this far. Sometimes I thought about giving up, but I knew the world would be spinning in the faces of all you wonderful people who cheered me on even when I was at my lowest. Ayu never gives up. You're strong, Ayu. Keep fighting. You can do it. You can do anything. We love you, Ayu. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. When I was still a beginner, I knew I couldn't afford to take a single fan for granted. Your love and affection meant the world to me. You cheered me on, so I knew I had to keep going. I didn't want to let any of you down. If I did that, I wouldn't be able to call myself an idol ever again. My path was a hard one, but I never gave up. I devoted my life, my very soul, to the pursuit of being an idol. And now I finally made it. I'm standing on this huge stage in front of thousands and thousands of people who never felt more humble in their life. This is going to be a dream. You guys are my light, my life, my love, and my heart belongs to every single one of you. And I'm going to dedicate this next song to you. This is my latest single, Overflowing Feelings. Let's go. All right, that's what I've been waiting for. It's such a hype song. Wow, I'm getting goosebumps already. I can't believe that Ayu loves us so much. Yes, I'm sure she loves you. She's not like other idols out there. She really does value her fans. She's so pure and beautiful. Why the numbers? It could just be any fans. I just can't get enough her cute smile. I'll support you until the end of time. Ayu. Like we're at number 5. What is it even? For now and forever, you're the only RL 3D girl for me? What does that even mean? Ayu. Yeah, that's right. Ayu. It's a different person. Oh, geez. What am I even doing with my life? Sigh. Boop. I stare at the stage, my hands jammed in my pockets. As the lights dim, the crowd falls quiet. It's so silent you can hear a pin drop. Man, I was complaining about using one screen for too long, and now we're just in black screen again. If I was crazy about Iku Ayu as some other fans, I'd probably consider it an immense privilege to even stand in the same room as she is, no matter how far away I am from the stage. I'm sure for some of the guys here, this is the happiest night of their lives. A middle-aged man sitting next to me is actually crying. Some diehard Ayu fans are acting like this concert is religion. You bought a ticket. Why are you upset? You came here no one forced you. And I guess I can't fault him for it, ridiculous though it may seem to me. Gods aren't so very different from idols. Part of me wishes I could join in the hype, but this really isn't my scene. I'm pretty anxious too. When my boss finds out what happened today, he's going to kill me. If only the trains hadn't been delayed. Then I would have gotten here on time and would have made it in front of the crowd like I was ordered to. I brought my camera equipment with me, but I can hardly set it up now. I'm hemmed in by dozens of men, all wearing Ayu shirts and holding glow sticks. None of this is on screen. There's barely enough room to swing around a cat. Why would you do that? Let alone wield a large industrial standard camera. This might be one of the worst nights of my life. The concert hall is huge, but it's not enough to accommodate all of Ayu's fans. She's way too popular. Oh, Fire Chief, come on, man. I've stood through about 15 different tracks so far, and my ears are still ringing from the crowd yelling and Ayu's adorable vocals. I don't think it takes one more of this. I hope this is the last song. Slowly, almost menacingly, the background music of Ayu's latest song begins to build. It grows louder and louder until I feel it reverting through the ground. It's so loud my teeth start to chatter. My whole body trembles with nervous energy. Oh, remember that scene from a moment ago? Lights burst upon the stage like fireworks, once more revealing Ayu's perfect body. Oh, jeez. The crowd, as expected, goes nuts. Ayu, 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 Ayu. Oh, we got a little zoom out action here. Little cat speaker there. Ayu strikes a pose. She holds one arm out through the beckoning crowd. The other hand curls about her microphone. Ayu sweet gaze sweeps across the sea of glow sticks spread out before her. She smiles sweetly, though, thanking each and every one of her fans. Oh, a little too close. Little too close. For a moment, her eyes seem to catch mine. Her gaze lingers like hot coals upon me. I feel my skin prickle. Has she picked me out of the crowd? Does she even know I'm alive? I'm surrounded by so many people it's doubtful she can see me. I'm not even one of Ayu's fans. I'm not at the concert because I love her music. I'm perfectly honest, I actually think her high-pitched voice is annoying. Does Ayu know this? Is that why she's looking at me? Suddenly I feel exposed. I'm not like the other men here. I'm just a filthy imposter. I shouldn't be here at all. Boop. The bright light hurts my eyes. I wince. Sorry, I got a bit of a cold. All the while, Ayu continues to hold my gaze. She stares at me, her eyes large and all-consuming. Oh, come on, get another picture. Then she begins to sing. Okay, we're back on the common street. Well, this is just great. Now what am I going to do? I kick the loose pebble on the sidewalk. It skitters away, bouncing a handful of times before it's swallowed by the darkness. The street is dark, illuminated by only a few street lamps. It's cold, too. This is not dark. There are lots of lights. I shudder. I'm not sure what time it is. Ayu's concert finished around 12:31. But then there... Finished at 9:30. That's not very late. But then there was a handshake event I had to go to. I attended on the off chance I might be able to get a brief word with famous Ayu and a couple of photos. But it wasn't to be. I waited in line to shake Ayu's holy hand for well over an hour. I was almost at the front of the queue when the handshake event ended, and all those unfortunate not to meet our idol face-to-face were told to screw off by a security guard. Well, he didn't say in quite those terms. There were more apologies involved, but that's what it boiled down to. Sorry, it's getting late, and Ayu has a very busy schedule. We'll need to cut this handshake event short for now. I apologize to those you are unable to see Ayu. Please support her during your next concert. You'll get a chance to see her then. And with that, we were dismissed. My camera equipment weighs heavily in the bag. Looped? I thought lopped. Looped over my shoulder. I wish I had a chance to actually use any of it. If only the trains hadn't been delayed. If only. It's not my fault I got to the concert late. There were delays. It couldn't have been helped. Try and explain that to my boss Monday, though. I know he'll pin the blame on this debacle squarely on my skinny shoulders. It's easier to chew me out than the whole rail company. Boop. Sigh. It seems to be... I seem to be sighing a lot. It looks like it must be stress. Or that or critical sleep. Who knows? The photographer could be such hard work. It's almost midnight on a Saturday. It wouldn't be the first time my boss... First, my boss has made me to work through the weekend. Certainly won't be my last. I came all the way out here so I could take pictures of Ayu's latest concert, but I didn't get a single snapshot. Oh, poor guy. Oh, what a waste of time. Yawn. I yawn, pressing one hand against my gaping mouth. Since it's late, I should probably go home. I feel exhausted. It's 9:30. And I have, well, it's been an hour change. Okay, it's 10:30. Currently up in bed and resting my head right now. Saw pillow size I have right now. But it's rare I come to this part of Tokyo. Part of me is craving a drink. There's a lot of nice high-class bars around this area. I could sure use a pick-me-up. If I dally too long, the trains will stop running. Then I'll need to spend the night in the hotel. That sounds like a pain. But I can cross that bridge when I get to it. Someone cheered by my plan. I turn neatly on my heels. There's a pretty nice bar around here. Only a short walk away. My aching legs use some exercise. The insistent wind helps bring some color to my cheeks. I've not gone more than a handful of steps, however, when I pause. Zoom in eyes! There's a lone woman crossing the street, parallel to me, walking in the opposite direction. Her head is low, her features obscured by the dark, but something about her looks... Really? You don't know who that is? Familiar. Her hair is light orange-brown color and tied back in two cute twin tails. Twin tails stream behind her like banners as she walks, fluttering in the breeze. I recognize her anyway, even if I hadn't seen illuminated by the bright lights of the stage an hour ago. It's Ayu. No way. I wonder why she's walking the nighttime Tokyo streets alone. She's the famous idol. Shouldn't she be chaperoned by at least a dozen bodyguards? This doesn't make any sense. There's no reason Ayu should be out at a time like this. Maybe this woman isn't Ayu. It could be someone who just happens to look a lot like her. That's impossible. She wasn't even wearing the same cute pink. She's even wearing the same cute pink and white outfit she wore while performing. Her skirt is a many-layered ruffled work of art, a little like a fancy wedding cake. Atop her head, there's a small, not at all practical hat. It doesn't have to be practical. It's a hat. It's accoutrement. Her arms and legs are bare, exposing the element, and she's wearing a very tall, impressive pair of heels that make a loud clacking noise with every step. It was hard for me to see her clearly during the concert, given it was so far away from the stage. Ayu was nothing more than a blur, barely visible with the heads of thousands of fans. Now, however, she's standing possibly close to me. She's only a few feet away on the other side of the street. God, you're just staring. She feels less like an incredible, untouchable idol and more like a regular human being, which of course she is. That's the best thing you've ever thought. Ayu might be 11 million people across Japan, but she's not infallible. She doesn't have magical powers that you know of, and she's no goddess to be worshipped at an altar. She's a regular girl. With all those heels, she's probably pretty short. She's less impressive now on Swimstep Street than she was on the stage, but she feels more approachable. Why do you keep changing your pose? I was just lamenting my ability to take Ayu's photo 5 minutes prior. I thought I failed my assignment, but this could be a lucky break. If I asked night in the initial pose for a pic or two, my career will be saved. Ayu, hey Ayu. I don't know if saying hey Ayu is the right way to dress a famous celeb like Ayu, but I don't care. These photos aren't going to take themselves. Huh? Ayu pauses and turns, her lips pursed in a confused frown. Ah, the moment I see her face, the air is knocked out of my lungs. It's definitely her. There's nobody else it could be, but this is the idol who's captured millions of hearts ever since official debut. This is the idol I've seen in magazines and on the TV screen and plastered on billboards all over Tokyo. It's the same idol I saw, albeit begrudgingly, as she performed on stage, bathed in a sea of lights. I can't let her go. The future of this career is riding on this. I don't want to be fired. Ayu? What? Ayu takes a step back, alarmed. Who are you? Don't come any closer, you creep. I'm carrying pepper spray in my bag. I'm not afraid to use it on a mongrel like you. That's fine. You can pepper spray me, or call me a mongrel, anything you want. You can even ask me to bow down before your feet. Anything's fine as long as you let me take your photo. A photo? You mean like an upskirt photo? Are you some sort of pervert? No, I'm not. Just a humble photographer. I want to do my job, please. Won't you pose for me? Ayu doesn't like sound move my cries. If anything, she looks downright disgusted. She wrinkles her nose, or whatever happened to approach you to all your fans, huh? She takes a few more stare back. Leave me alone, you virgin loser. I'm not interested in posing for a so-called photographer like you. But Ayu, please listen. No, back off. I'll call the police. I mean it. You're nothing more than an insect to me. I have no qualms about squashing you. Leave me alone. But I don't. The promise may not be. See, this is where you made the wrong turn here. Just leave her alone. The promise of maybe not being shot by an irate boss or even indeed fired is too heavy to holy grail for me to pass up. Taking another step forward, Ayu tries to retreat, but I'm faster than. See, this is bad. She is wearing a very high pair of heels. Ayu totters. She teeters. The she's gonna fall. She opens her mouth, alarmed, and the high-pitched squeal emits from her lips. Kaya. Ayu, wait, hold on. Ayu might have called me a mongrel and a bugwit, and it is true I have no fond feelings or music, but I still don't want her to get hurt. I need to try to help her, and so I throw caution to the wind. I dive for Ezra with my arm, pull her teeter bouting against mine. Huh? What are you? Ah! Unfortunately for me, gravity's harsh mission. I'm able to resist her. I follow her backwards. I use pro body press against my own. Ugh. I grip my teeth together, ready for impact. As I fall, time to slow down to trickle. Seconds turn to minute, which turn to hours. And then, with a loud thud and a whirring crunch, I collapse against the cold gray sidewalk. Oof. This is not what you see when you look up in the sky in a busy city. I lie there for a few moments, winded, and stare at the starry night sky. My head is pounding like the speakers I use concert. My back is killing me. I hope I haven't broken any bones. Gingerly twitch my fingertips. They seem to be working in order, or at least photographer. My fingers are pretty important. Then I try to sit up, but I can't. There's a weight pressing down on my chest. It's her. Yep. Ayu, the famous idol, Aiku Anna Jumping Sweetheart, is sitting on me, starting like a cowgirl. Her legs are spread, her thighs pinning me in place. I don't know if that doesn't sound right. That doesn't read right. Pinning. P-I-N-N-I-N-G? I don't think that's right. In place while her skirt is all rumpled up. She holds down one hand on her head, wincing. She tries to gather her bearings. She looks dazed and confused, but I don't think she's hurt. I was able to shield her from. Are there any choices? Okay. Settings. Auto forward time, text feed time, return. Auto. And we're talking. We're back to this. There's not a lot of photos in this. Oh, yes. Get us a zoom. This is taking things too far. Where's the succubus in this? Is she the succubus? All right, we're gonna get smashed. There are not a lot of choices. All right, there's another character. Okay, this is Sakura Succubus. I assume that there are some choices at some point that matter, but for the most part, again, you are a down luck schlub who just gets thrown into a world full of young women who just can't help to be engaged with you. Cheers.